Why she comes back when you stop caring. I'm gonna tell you something that most guys probably don't want to hear, but it's the truth, and I want you to hear this. The moment you stop chasing, the moment you stop caring, the moment you really revolved and reprogrammed your mind to move without her, you don't really give a damn if something happens, if something doesn't. You completely abide by these rules, right? Some people will tell you to try harder, you gotta fight for love. If you really like her, you gotta show her. That can be true, but it's not, right? In reality, especially with women, she doesn't come back because you chase harder. She doesn't come back because you put in more effort. She doesn't come back because you explained yourself better. She comes back because you stopped caring. I'm not saying you're acting cold. I'm not saying you're playing games. I'm saying you don't care. You emotionally detach. For real. Let me explain why. Most lose women when they try hard to keep them. The over-texting, the over-explaining, the over-investing. Some think effort creates attraction, but it doesn't. Because effort without leverage kills attraction. The moment she feels like you need her response, her presence, her validation, the dynamic flips. It immediately flips. And whether you started off strong or you lost momentum or other way in reverse, it's over. Once the dynamic flips, it's over. That subtle change, when you stop caring, that immediately lets her know you're not investing, you're not reacting. Here's a shift that changes everything. When you stop monitoring her behavior, you stop adjusting your mood to fit her attention, that signals one thing to her subconscious mind. That lets her know you're centered. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter that she's not here, that she's gone. You're locked in. You don't care. The majority of women are drawn to men whose emotional state is not dependent on them. That's not arrogance, that's stability. Knowing that you have something going on, knowing that you're good without her, knowing that it doesn't matter what's going to happen in the future, you're locked in. She wanted to leave, she didn't want to stay by your rules, she didn't want to follow the guidelines, whatever that it may play down to. You know and she knows, just based off of your behavior change, you don't care. You're good regardless. When you pull back, something interesting happens. At first, nothing, right? No texts, no calls, no apology, no explanations. Weak man will fold right here. He will start panicking. He will start, oh my God, what's going on? How do I need to fix this. I can't go a couple days without this. Now they're feeling guilty in their conscious mind. They're thinking a million thoughts going through their mind. But behind the scenes, her mind starts racing. That's what you need to understand. Women are more emotional than men. So you have to understand, if you're feeling like this, she's feeling like that probably times 3, times 4, times 10. And they're good at not showing it, especially for the first couple of days. What you must do is you cannot panic, you cannot overreact, you cannot fold. Because she didn't expect you to detach. And if you need more help with this, check the top link in the description. You can see the art of detachment, where I go deep and dive and tell you how to do this on a day-to-day basis. But she's expecting another attempt, another emotional bid, another message. She's expecting all this. So when she doesn't get it, alarms start going off in her mind. And when it doesn't come, now the silence does the work for you. Detachment creates contrast because attraction is built on contrast. Like I've always mentioned, if you're always available, there's no contrast. If you're always validating, there's no tension. Does that make sense? But when your presence is removed, she starts replaying interactions. She starts questioning her assumptions. Now she starts wondering what changed, what happened. And that curiosity alone, that's what brings her back. It's not logic, it's not conversation, but absence. So expect this though when she comes back, because she will. I guarantee you this, especially if you hold your frame and if you don't fold. But expect breadcrumbs. Expect not as much effort, right? But expect a comeback. And hear this. When she comes back, it's rarely direct. Maybe a hey stranger, random story reaction, a late night check-in. Don't fool this for commitment though. This is testing access. She's trying to see if something's changed. If your whole mindset has gone to a different route now. Or are you still the same? Or were you just playing to see if you can get her reaction? Does that make sense? She's literally checking. Do I still have him? Do I still got him under control? Is he still vulnerable to me, to whatever I do? Is he moving based off my reaction? The moment you fold, you disrupt that cycle. You reset the cycle. Now it's back to square one again. Now it's back to the same underlying problems that you were dealing with her. So understand this. Don't get excited when she returns. Act neutral, act calm. Because some guys are responding fast, they're fully engaging again. Give her the same emotional access as before. And then just like that, she will disappear again. Why? Because nothing changed. You see what I mean? She got the reassurance that she needed without effort. She didn't really have to do too much. She was just tapping in. And when you fold, when you overreact, when you show a little bit too much excitement, that literally ruins it. I guarantee you this. So stay calm when she comes back. Don't pull forward. You don't gotta punish her. You don't gotta confront her, right? Don't even bring it up. Just don't over-explain. I would advise, especially if you was interested in her and she completely ghosted you, or she didn't want to give you that reassurance at first, she didn't really trust your vision, she chose somebody else better, you know exactly what you need to do. As much as you might want to engage back with her, you think she's the one, you need to cut her off completely. That's my take, my personal take. Because she didn't trust in you, why would you let her back in? Why would you give her access? I would completely ignore her. But if you do like her and if you do really want to make this work, I'm going to show you how you can retain this and handle this correctly. Just simply mirror the effort, not emotion. She wants access. She has to bring clarity, consistency, intention. It can't go back to what it was before. It can't go back to that weird dynamic where you're unsure, she's unsure, or maybe she's sure and you're unsure, or vice versa, right? It has to be mutual. It has to be a new set of rules, standards, regulations, right? It cannot go back to what it was before, because now you're just repeating the cycle. Anything less gets distance. Boom. Ignore her. Move on. The best thing and the smart move to do is to completely move on, because you will find another. If she doesn't trust in you, if she doesn't want to stick with you during the dark times, there's no way you should be able to give her back access. Especially if you leveled up, especially if you grown. But if it's been a couple weeks, maybe an argument, this, that, assumptions, maybe you said something wrong and maybe it's on you, you have to control the dynamic. Because if you're able to walk away emotionally, you control the dynamic. And as a man, you should. You have to be in charge. You have to be the leader. The moment she feels like you'll be fine without her, your life will still go on. You're not out here waiting. You're not waiting like a duck. That's when respect returns. And attraction always follows respect. Always. But honestly, the truth is that sometimes they don't come back. So how do you adjust to this? You have to look at it as success. You have to look at it as a positive. You save time, you save stress, you save worry, you save minimum interest, because it reveals the truth. She wasn't interested, she was just comfortable. You didn't lose her. You freed yourself. That's how you have to look at it. Now you get to move on. Now you get to start fresh. You should only be expecting her. You should only accept her coming back. You should only accept the dynamic change and engage in this type of behavior if you maybe been with her for a while. There's been a strong connection. It's something that you want to hold on to and you see a future with her, right? I'm not going to lie to you and give you false information or give you biased information, right? Something I would do is I would completely move on, right? But we're humans, right? You can be at fault at times. She can be at fault. So the thing is, you don't want to punish her, right? If you really want to make this work, you have to be reasonable, but you have to be smart. You have to be wise. You cannot repeat the same cycle. So if you really want to make this work, maybe you don't have options. Maybe you don't believe in yourself. You don't have confidence. Maybe you didn't watch my earlier videos and I told you how to have confidence and how to believe in yourself, because you can always find a replacement. You can always find another. You bring a lot to the table. But I understand that dynamics and people have different interests and relationship standards, and I get all that. I get the whole nine. Understand this is not just about women, right? This is about how you move in life. Because the guy who doesn't cling, the guy who doesn't chase validation, the guy who stays grounded always wins long term. Yourself. So remember, you have to respect yourself first and foremost. So if you're not getting that initial respect off the get-go and she's playing all these games, then move on. But they will come back. They will start lurking. They will start monitoring. They will see if something's changed. If you wasn't wrong and if you're trying to make this reconcile, if you're trying to really fix this, then follow these steps exactly. Do not overdo it. Do not show too much excitement. And you have to understand that when she comes back, it's because you stopped caring. Majority of the time, it's because you stopped caring. You started moving differently. So when she comes right back, if she tries to re-enter, first option should be to move on, stay locked in on your vision. Second option is if you really want to make this work, you somehow, some way, I'm not going to blame you. You do what you want. But if you really want to make this work, don't repeat the same patterns. Don't show too much excitement. Don't over communicate. Don't move like nothing changed. Don't move like you didn't grow from your experience. You didn't grow from whatever you guys had, that dynamic, the situation. You're the man, you're the leader. So expect them to not really change as much, right? That's what females do. Remember that caring too much shows weakness. And she will come back because you stopped caring. As crazy as it sounds, it will work. And this is what happens 9 times out of 10. Detachment signals strength. Strength is what creates attraction. If she returns, you choose from clarity. If she doesn't, you move forward with peace. You're good regardless. Either way, it's a win. Clarity of mind, discipline, emotion. Remember, you got this. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Think deeply. Be smart. Be wise in your decision. The right woman's going to stay with you through the ups and downs, not leave you through a miscommunication or a small fight or this or that. Understand that you got to put yourself first, and don't let somebody come back in if they didn't deserve it. They're not intentional. If you do want to make it work, follow the steps I said, and be very calm, be very sharp. Don't repeat the same patterns because you're going to go back to this dynamic. Even if you do get her back going your route, doing too much, the same things it's going to be a cycle. So to break that cycle, you have to immediately, when she comes back, you have to move differently. Set your feet down. You don't even have to say too much. You just got to move different. She will sense that energy and she will act accordingly. If she doesn't, you're good regardless. It's peace. It's all love. You do your own thing. Literally. It doesn't have to be fight. It doesn't have to be chaos. You got other things on your mind. You got other things you got to worry about. You got a mission. You got a purpose in this life. Don't let situationships like this, relationships like this, drive you out of your zone. You have to understand that it's bigger. It's not as deep as you think it is. You will forget about her in a couple years when you move on, when you find somebody else, when you find your wife, when you find your girl, something else. Don't get stuck in this trap, in this illusion that it's over, your life is done. I promise you it's not, brother. It's just getting started. Especially if she doesn't want to come back, you're good. Always look at rejection as a sign of redirection. It's pointing you forward to something greater in life. So never beat yourself up down. Never beat yourself up. Keep your head high. Think positive. It works. Cool. Move differently. Act accordingly. It doesn't. All good. All love. She found somebody else. All good. All love. You don't trip. You don't bitch. You just level up. And you keep staying focused, man. Don't have animosity. Don't try to seek revenge. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. The best thing to do is just focus on your life. Focus on your mission. Focus on the things that you want to accomplish in life, because it's not that deep how most people make it seem like. I promise you. Remember, this is real life. It's not Disney Channel. And I don't mean that to be offensive. I don't mean that to hurt anyone's feelings, but I'm telling you, like, I promise you. Whenever I felt like this, others told me as well, friends told me as well, whenever you feel like you lost the one, you're always going to get another one. I promise you that. And I've said this too in previous videos, so I want you to understand that it's not that deep. It might sting, it might hurt a little bit, especially if that's maybe your first or this, that. Stay calm, relax, breathe, meditate, pray, understand that everything will be all right. Don't overcomplicate it, don't overthink it. You got this. Remember, follow these steps if you really want to make it work. If you want to just move on with your life and focus on your mission, you have other goals you want to do, you don't want to keep going back with this drama, you know exactly what to do. Clarity of mind, discipline, emotion. If you guys like this video, leave a like, comment, share this video with somebody who needs to see this, and watch this video up next. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one, man. Peace.